now is biogeochemical cycle. Biogeochemical cycle means there is a constant interaction between biotic and abiotic component of biosphere. Now we have seen what is biotic and abiotic component at the beginning of the chapter. Biotic means the living component and abiotic means the non-living component of biosphere like soil, water, land, mountain. These are all abiotic component. बोथ बायोटिक एंड अबायोटिक डिपेंड अपॉन ईच अदर, ये दोनों एक दूसरे के ऊपर डिपेंड करते हैं और इसी से एक तरह का साइकिल तैयार होता है. Now literally biogeochemical cycle means all the necessary substances like carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, water, this all we take from the atmosphere and we have to give back to the atmosphere. Atmosphere से लेना और वापस atmosphere को देना, this will make a continuous cycle and these are known as a biogeochemical cycle. Basically there are four cycles: water cycle, nitrogen cycle, carbon cycle and oxygen cycle. Let's see what is water cycle. Now water cycle is very simple cycle. This we have learned in previous class also. Water cycle हम पहले भी पढ़ चुके हैं. What happen in water cycle? It's a process in which the water evaporates, condensates and falls down on the land in the form of rain. Later it flow back into the sea via river known as a water cycle. ये पूरा प्रोसेस है जिससे पानी भाप बनता है. भाप बनने के बाद वो कंडेंसेट होके इट विल टर्न इनटू वाटर ड्रॉपलेट्स, देन इट विल फॉल टू द ग्राउंड इन द फॉर्म ऑफ रेन एंड इट विल गो अगेन बैक टू द सी और द वाटर बॉडी एंड दिस होल कंप्लीटिंग known as a complete cycle is known as a water cycle. Now all the water that fall on the land does not immediately become a part of the sea. पूरा का सारा पानी सी में नहीं चला जाता है. Some of it may seep into the soil and become a part of groundwater. कुछ ग्राउंड वाटर बन जाते हैं, कुछ स्प्रिंग बन जाते हैं, कुछ झरने का पार्ट बन जाते हैं, कुछ छोटे छोटे रिवर्स का पार्ट बन जाते हैं. एंड नाउ वी कैन ब्रिंग दैट ग्राउंड वाटर टू सरफेस थ्रू वेल और अ ट्यूब वेल एंड दिस वाटर इज देन यूज्ड बाय plants, animals through various life processes. Now one more important thing in water cycle you have to remember is that as water cycle happens, water has a capability of dissolving many soluble minerals. Some of these minerals get dissolved in the water and when the river flow it carries this nutrient from land to sea and then these nutrients or these minerals are then used up by the marine organism. So this whole process makes a water cycle. Water from the ocean bodies, they evaporate with the heat of the sun, then they condensate, they precipitate in the form of rain and fall back to the water body. Some may go underground as a underground reservoir or groundwater. Some may become a part of a spring. So this way it's complete the water cycle. Next cycle that we are going to say is nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen cycle means it's a process of taking nitrogen from the atmosphere and then giving back the nitrogen back to the atmosphere makes one complete cycle known as a nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen gas makes about 78% of our atmosphere. Means ये एक ऐसा गैस है जो बहुत ज़्यादा क्वांटिटी में हमारे अर्थ के एटमॉस्फेयर में पाया जाता है. Nitrogen is also a part of many molecules like proteins, DNA, RNA, vitamins. It is found in a biological important components like alkaloid, urea. So in short, nitrogen is very essential nutrient for all life form and life would be simple if all this life form could use atmospheric nitrogen directly. Means what? Nature has abundant quantity of nitrogen, but the sad part is the living organism cannot use this atmospheric nitrogen directly. कोई भी living organism हो, भले plant हो, animal हो, ये atmospheric nitrogen को direct use नहीं कर सकते. So what happened? This nitrogen has to be fixed, or they has to be converted into a usable form so that plants or animals can use this atmospheric nitrogen. So the first step is nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen fixation means it is a conversion of atmospheric nitrogen into ammonia for living organism, and this process is known as a nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen fixation is carried out some bacteria which lives on the roots of the leguminous plant like Rhizobia bacteria, Azotobacter. These are some of the bacteria that helps to convert this atmospheric nitrogen into ammonia and make it available to the plant. ये ऐसे बैक्टीरियाज होते हैं जो एटमॉस्फेरिक नाइट्रोजन को कन्वर्ट करते हैं. Another way of converting this atmospheric nitrogen is a lightning. Through the process of lightning also, this atmospheric nitrogen get converted into ammonia and they mix up with the soil at the time of rain. So इस तरह से पहला स्टेप होता है वो है नाइट्रोजन फिक्सेशन. Next step is nitrogen assimilation. Nitrogen assimilation means it is a process of absorbing nitrate and ammonia into organic nitrogen. जब यही plants को जब कोई animals intake करते हैं, like plants are the producers and animals are the consumer. When animals eat this plant, this nitrogen enters the food chain. और इस तरीके से क्या होता है, वो एनिमल्स की बॉडी में वो नाइट्रोजन चला जाता है और इट गेट ट्रांसफर टू द animal body. This is known as a nitrogen assimilation. Ammonification. The process of converting organic nitrogen into ammonia when animals die is known as ammonification. Now third step, what happens when plants or animals die? When plants and animals are dead, then their body are decomposed, and during this process that organic nitrogen are converted into ammonia. This process is known as a ammonification. Fourth step is nitrification. The ammonia which are produced during the process of ammonification is converted into nitrites, that is NH3 converted to nitrite, and then these nitrites are converted into nitrate. एक प्रोसेस होता है. जैसे हम एटमॉस्फेरिक नाइट्रोजन डायरेक्ट लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म यूज़ नहीं कर सकते, वैसे जो लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म से जो नाइट्रोजन प्रोडक्ट रिलीज़ होता है वो डायरेक्ट एटमॉस्फेयर में नहीं जाता, उसको पहले हमें कन्वर्ट करना पड़ता है. सो दिस कन्वर्जन इज नोन एज अ नाइट्रिफिकेशन. Here ammonia is first converted into nitrite, and then this nitrites are converted into nitrates by नाइट्रीफाइंग बैक्टीरियाज. इसकी कुछ बैक्टीरियाज होते हैं जो ये कन्वर्जन करते हैं. लास्ट स्टेप इज डीनाइट्रिफिकेशन. मीन्स द नाइट्रेट्स विच आर कन्वर्टेड इनटू मॉलिक्यूलर नाइट्रोजन through nitric oxide is known as the nitrification, and then this nitrogen gas is released into the atmosphere. This whole cycle is known as a nitrogen cycle. How atmospheric nitrogens are converted into ammonia, then that ammonia are used up by the plants, and when the plants are eaten up by the animals, then such ammonia or a nitrogen enters the food chain. When both plants or animals die, then this ammonia are again converted into organic nitrogen by the process known as the ammonification. Then after ammonification, the ammonia first convert into nitrites, and then the nitrites get converted into nitrate. When nitrates are converted, finally the nitrates are converted into molecular nitrogen, that is N2 gas, through nitric oxide. And this whole process, through the whole process, again the nitrogen is released into the atmosphere, thus completing a whole nitrogen cycle. The next cycle is carbon cycle. Although the percentage of carbon dioxide gas in atmosphere is 0.03%, but still it is very important element on earth. It occurs in the elemental form like diamonds and graphite. Elemental form is pure form. Diamonds and graphite are the pure form of carbon, and carbons are also occur in a combined state, like it can occur as a carbon dioxide combined with oxygen, or in the form of a carbonate or hydrogen carbonate salt. तो कार्बन इंडिविजुअली भी पाए जाते हैं, प्योर फॉर्म भी पाए जाते हैं लाइक ग्राफाइट्स एंड डायमंड्स, और ये किसी के साथ कंबाइन में भी होते हैं. Even the endoskeleton, exoskeleton part of various animals, these are all made from the carbonate salt. और कार्बन बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट होता है हमारी लाइफ का. इट एंटर्स द लाइफ फॉर्म थ्रू द प्रोसेस ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस. हाउ फोटोसिंथेसिस? We know that green plant used carbon dioxide gas which are available in the nature by the process of photosynthesis and release oxygen. Now, plants are producers, animals are consumer. When the animals eat up the plant, this carbon dioxide are consumed by the animals in the form of carbohydrate, and thus it entered the food chain. Some of the carbon dioxide get dissolved into ocean water in the form of carbonate and bicarbonate, which are used to make shell of the animals. जो शेल होते हैं वो कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट का बना होता है. इवन some marine plants which are there deep in the sea, they also uses this dissolved carbon dioxide during the process of photosynthesis. When both plants and animals died, then their body get decomposed, and the energy as well as carbon dioxide present in their body is released into the atmosphere. If their body decomposed in the absence of oxygen, मतलब अगर इनकी body decompose होती है in the absence of oxygen, then the remains of plants and animals get converted into fossil fuels. And again, the burning of fossil fuels in industries also releases carbon dioxide gas into the atmosphere. Moreover, the respiration of plants and animals also releases carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. So this is a whole cycle representing how carbon dioxide gas is used up from the atmosphere by plant during the process of photosynthesis, and how animals through respiration, through combustion of fossil fuels, from burning of the coal or burning of fossil fuel, releases this carbon dioxide back to the atmosphere. But because of human activities and increased burning of fossil fuels, this balance, carbon cycle balance, is disturbed. The ratio of carbon dioxide gas in the atmosphere is increasing day by day, leading to greenhouse effect and global warming. Now the major problem that we are facing right now is increased air pollution, and because of the increased air pollution we are facing the problem of global warming. So before going to global warming, let us understand greenhouse effect. What is greenhouse effect? The exchange of incoming and outgoing radiation that warm the earth is known as a greenhouse effect, and the gases that take place is known as a greenhouse gases. Exchange of incoming and outgoing radiation means sun radiates it rays to the earth. तो ये जो exchange होता है radiation का, this is known as a greenhouse effect, and the gases which take part, they are known as a greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, methane, water vapor, and CFC, that is chlorofluorocarbon. These are the gases known as a greenhouse gases. Earth is continuously bombarded with a large amount of radiation from the sun. we receive large amount of radiation from sun in the form of heat and light energy. These are the UV rays, that is ultraviolet rays. The ozone layer which is present in the Earth's surface blocks some of these UV rays from reaching the Earth's surface. ओजोन लेयर काफ़ी सारे हार्मफुल यूवी रेज को रोक देता है, बट स्टिल सम ऑफ दिस रेज रीच द अर्थ सरफेस. Now this greenhouse effect means what? It is very important. Greenhouse effect is very important to keep our planet live and warm. Just you have seen many greenhouse. Greenhouse क्या होता है कि like it is a glass building where plantation take place in a controlled environment condition. You might have seen greenhouse जहाँ पे plants को रखे जाते हैं और उनको एक control environment में इनको बढ़ाया जाता है. Same like this, our atmosphere is also act as a glass and trap the heat. And this heat is very important to keep the earth warm and live. अगर ये ट्रैपिंग नहीं होगा, अगर ये हीट ट्रैप नहीं होगा तो अर्थ का टेम्परेचर बहुत कम हो जाएगा. बट एक्सेस ऑफ एनीथिंग इज़ वेरी बैड. कोई भी चीज़ अगर ज़्यादा हो जाए तो वो खराब होता है. Nowadays what happened, because of the human activities of increasing population and combustion of fuel, these greenhouse gases are increasing and they are still increasing. Now what they are doing, they are trapping too much of it. जो सन के रेज होते हैं जो री-रेडिएट हो जाते हैं स्पेस में, नाउ दिस ग्रीन हाउस गैसेस दे ट्रैप द हीट. ये बहुत ज़्यादा हीट को ट्रैप करते हैं. ये अर्थ के या स्पेस में ये रेडिएशन को री-रेडिएट नहीं होने देते हैं, बिकॉज दिस ग्रीन हाउस एक्सेस ऑफ ग्रीन हाउस गैसेस ट्रैप टू मच ऑफ हीट. एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस इट रिजल्ट इन द ग्लोबल वार्मिंग. इसीलिए जो अर्थ का जो टेम्परेचर है, एटमॉस्फेयर का जो टेम्परेचर है, वो नॉर्मल रेंज से बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाता है. एंड देर आर मैनी हार्मफुल इफेक्ट ऑफ ग्लोबल वार्मिंग, लाइक इट कैन चेंज द लाइफ साइकिल ऑफ माइग्रेटरी एनिमल. It can cause the melting of snow in the polar region. Then it can change the plant life cycle. It can lead to wildfire. Excess गर्मी के कारण कभी कभी जंगलों में आग लग जाती है. Then it can change the rainfall pattern, rising sea level. These are some of the effects of global warming. And it is a need of the time to control this global warming, and global warming can only be controlled by decreasing air pollution or minimizing this greenhouse gases which trap this excess heat of the re-radiated radiation.